Serious. How do you deal with someone who is depressed? It depends on the person and the situation, but usually the most important thing isn't having the perfect advice. It's making them feel cared about, understood, and not alone. Be genuinely curious about what they're struggling with. Listen more than you try to fix. A lot of depressed people already feel like a burden or like nobody really wants to hear the truth of what's going on inside them. Feeling emotionally safe with someone can matter more than saying the right thing. Be an ear for them. Don't judge them. Let them navigate life at their own pace. Patience, mostly. It's hard to know what it's like to be truly clinically depressed if you haven't experienced it. Everything is harder. Body aches feel more pronounced. Colors seem dimmer. Hope seems irrational. Energy is less plentiful. It isn't a good time. Honestly, going from depressed to normal due to medication is the closest thing I've experienced to what feels like a miracle. It's like the difficulty gets notched down significantly and a massive weight is lifted from you. So, be understanding and supportive. And don't try to force someone who is depressed to be happy. Telling someone who is depressed to just be happy is about as effective as telling a short person to just be taller. If it were that easy, they probably would have done that already. Just be there for them. Offer to listen without judgment. Sometimes just hanging out or doing something normal can help a lot, even if they don't talk much. You don't deal with them. You treat them like any other human beings and be there for them. Be a safe space. Looking at the situation as having to deal with it will be an issue. Start from not seeing it as dealing with it. If it's someone close, you are fighting through it together. Usually they know what they need, but they either cannot do it themselves or are unable in their current state. If you are not that close, don't become part of their burden and don't take it personally. It is rarely towards you, but towards them themselves. If you're good at reading people, they might be giving clues. Don't tell them how lucky they are in comparison to others. Makes the depression worse. Accept them. Know that they cannot handle things the way you can. Giving obvious advice doesn't help. It hurts. Just let them know you are there and you expect nothing from them. Say I love you and I am here when you need or want me. Tell them they don't have to respond and that while you can't understand how they feel, you know it's real and you will support them any way you can. I've had some depression when I was younger, and sometimes I still feel that way, but thankfully not so often. I can tell you the things I wish more people did if it helps. Still include this person. Depression tells you that everyone around you only puts up with you because they have to, so actively including someone who is depressed makes a huge difference. It doesn't have to be so massive gesture either, just keeping in contact, sending memes or jokes, etc. Still ask that person if they want tea. First of all, stop thinking of it as dealing with them. Depression is a confusing and draining process. The sooner you understand that, the easier it will be to navigate. Be there. I can't remember the last time someone simply sat quietly with me and held my hand. I dream about it. Obey their wishes to be left alone if expressed. As a former depression sufferer, nothing pissed me off more than well-meaning friends and family pushing themselves into my personal space when I needed alone time. I get it, you want to help, but sometimes being alone to process is an effective treatment for depression. I didn't want someone calling to my house seeing the untidiness and my lack of personal hygiene. That made me feel like a piece of shit and undermined any gains I had made. Try to make them laugh. A little laugh or even smile can do wonders. Treat them like a normal person. Maybe don't brag too much about your life around them. We did that, and my friend killed himself in his mom's house after a fun night of Fortnite. You give them calm, stable presence. Don't ask them why or expect them to change quickly. Just be there. Depressed people will try to reach out for frivolous reasons. If you sense something, don't let them go. Be there for them. There isn't a one-size-fits-all here. Personally, when I dealt with it, feeling loved was the biggest difference maker for me. Someone close to me just doing random acts of kindness, saying nice things about me, or just caring for me in general, gave me hope that there was light at the end of the tunnel, that it wasn't going to fully consume me forever. Don't misunderstand them. A lot of PPL going through depression also go through mood swings and might become mean or aggressive, but that doesn't mean that they don't want you next to them. Remedy them if they are self-harming and don't underestimate their suffering. Try to be patient with them, speak with them, help them get help, and be there for them. It isn't easy, that is for sure, but I would say the one thing you can never go wrong with is just listening. So many people don't want to listen because they feel like they need to solve all the problems the person is having. Love them and extend grace. Let them know that they can let you in. Be an ear, don't judge. Encouraging when you can. Being consistent. I have a veteran friend with bad PTSD. We do bonfires and beer when he needs me. If he wants to talk about it, I listen. If not, we sit there and fire pretty. I would just keep in touch with them frequently. A small conversation can usually help. I know I've been in that situation before.